When you think of Tokyo, you probably think big, bustling, full of people and neon signs, but that's not always the case. In the city, there are a bunch of different shrines and gardens that are really tranquil and peaceful and will make you feel like you're in the traditional capital of Kyoto. I'm Aimee from TokyoCheapo, and today we'll be taking you to 5 of those shrines and gardens, some of which may be familiar to you, some you might not know at all. Do let us know down in the comments if you've been to them and if you have any other recommendations for hidden gems. Our first stop is Anamori Inari Shrine. It is located in the south of Tokyo on the Keikyu line. You can get there from a 5-minute walk from Anamori Inari Station. It's just 2 stops over from Haneda Airport, so it's really convenient if you're arriving or departing from there. It's in a very cute little Tokyo neighborhood, and it is an Inari Shrine, which means it's dedicated to the Inari god, which is the god of agriculture and fertility, among other things. 2 really interesting things about Inari Shrines is, firstly, you'll see lots of foxes at them, and secondly, they always have a lot of red torii gates. So similar to Fushimi Inari in Kyoto, this one here also has a really long row of beautiful red torii gates, but what's fabulous about this one is that it's not crowded at all, unlike the one in Kyoto. Anamori Inari Shrine also has a back section where there's a lot of cute little caves with shrines and foxes inside of them, and there's even a second story which you can walk up, and there's a shrine on the very top and you can look out over the neighborhood. So while this one is a little bit out of the way, we definitely recommend it if you kind of want that Kyoto vibe, but in a really tranquil setting within Tokyo instead. For our next hidden gem, we're heading into the city to Atago Jinja. This one is conveniently located between a number of train stations, but to get to the shrine, you'll need to climb up the stairs of success. If I get to the top of this, I will have success. Hit subscribe so that myself and TokyoCheapo can be successful. Let's try and get to the top. Atago Shrine is a beautiful spot right in the middle of the city. The first thing you need to do when you get here, as you saw earlier, is climb up the very steep stairs. Legend has it was originally climbed up by a samurai on his horse, and from then on it was thought that you would be very successful if you also could climb all the way to the top. You can also get into the shrine area not by taking those stairs, so don't worry, you can do that as well if you don't want to climb up all the way to the top. The shrine was built at the start of the Edo period, and it is built on top of the highest hill within Tokyo metropolitan area at 26 meters high. There's the main shrine, but there's also a beautiful koi pond and lovely cherry blossoms in the springtime. It's really a fantastic hidden gem right in amongst the buildings of the city. After praying at the shrine and meeting the locals, it was time to head to our third spot. A 30-minute walk away, Hamarikyū Gardens is a large park on the east side of Tokyo that can be accessed by both train and boat.
Up next, we are in Hamarikyū Gardens. Just a disclaimer, it is not so much a hidden gem per se, but it is very peaceful and quiet compared to other parks throughout Tokyo. Just to set the stage, this park was owned by a shogun, and it eventually got opened up to the public after the Edo period. This park was originally a duck hunting ground, but rest assured, it's not a duck hunting ground anymore. The key point of this area is not only the beautiful garden, but a tea house where you can enjoy very traditional matcha. I think the most unique thing about this park is that not only that it's very traditional here, in the backdrop you can see high skyscrapers, and it's a quite interesting comparison.
To enter Hamarikyū Gardens, there is a 300 yen admission fee, and if you're looking to try the matcha and wagashi, or traditional Japanese sweet, it'll be an extra 850 yen per person.
Up next, we have the Imado Shrine, which is a 10 to 15 minute walk from Asakusa. Compared to Asakusa, it's a lot less crowded, but definitely an amazing hidden gem. Here are the 2 reasons why. We have relationship and cats. Throughout the temple, you'll see the word en musubi. En, which means relationships, and musubi, which means entwine or bind together. Kind of similar to the Gotokuji Temple, which is also famous for the beckoning cat, the maneki neko. This is also a similar theme, but in a more smaller scale. So if you're a big fan of cats, you'll really love this shrine because there's a lot of cat-related charms, like this right here.
You can buy charms or protection amulets at most shrines in Japan for around 800 to 1,000 yen. Their design will be different depending on the shrine, and you have a choice of amulets for good health, love, or good business, among others. Our next shrine and garden for you is Nezu Shrine in the north of Tokyo. Now, this one necessarily isn't a hidden gem if you are familiar with Tokyo, but it is a lot less popular and less crowded than the big ones like Meiji Jingū and Sensōji Temple in Asakusa. For most of the year, it is free. However, during the month of April, when you have the Azalea Festival, as it is right now, it is 500 yen admission. During the festival, you do have to be careful because it can be crowded. Right now, we're here on a weekday afternoon. And as you can see, there's not too many people, but come the weekend, well, we don't recommend coming then because it can get really, really busy. During other times of the year though, it is very peaceful and quiet. And besides the azaleas, you have things like a beautiful, vibrant red row of torii gates and the shrine next door. So that wraps up the 5 shrines and gardens in Tokyo. Let us know down in the comments which one you are most interested in seeing, or also let us know if you have any other recommendations for shrines and gardens that are hidden gems in Tokyo. Thank you so much for watching. Do hit subscribe and we will see you in the next one.